Mentorship? I don't know. I'm gonna probably
what though?
Well, either way, I'm gonna do a class, and I'll probably do a very high level, intense 2 or 3 day class for about 20 people, maybe 100, and I'll figure out how much I want to charge for that. 100, maybe $1,000 a pop for 3 days.
Oh yeah, let's go. I want to see. I want to know how real it is. I want to see your television network. I want to see you direct a movie. I want to see your clothing line. I want to see if you're the real deal.
Dame's talent is finding talent, not being the talent. That's his talent. Not being the talent, finding the talent.
Once the guys I hustle with started suing me with false allegations, and that would be Jay-Z and Biggs on the behalf of Roc-A-Fella Inc. Anybody else makes an announcement, they're great. But if Dame Dash, it's a little thing. Oh, you're not the chairman. Like, I am. I'm about to buy this shit. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? I don't play. I've been trying to buy Revolt for 2 years. I tried to buy BET.
You believe that? You do say you said half.
Welcome back and what's good? This is the Furious Robinson podcast and I'm your host, Furious. I'm here to document ego, power, leverage, and accountability in media. Hit the like button early, drop a comment for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel. This is a Sick Times media production. You see the planes? Dame Dash, the proverbial chatty patty, the monologue mogul, is back in the media cycle. He recently did a YouTube live and said he's going to kick off a $1,000 mentorship masterclass. He's going to buy a hotel. He's going to set it up. It's going to be all inclusive.
Because this is why I was trying to buy the hotel, so I could put there's 12 rooms and I could have 12 people come through. If it's 12 people, that would be like 10,000 a pop.
This is wicked to me. This is what I like to call going out sad. And I know the timeline likes to call Dame broke. I know that he doesn't have the same credibility he once did in that Rocafella era. And he really should have did this 10 years ago, but it's looking crazy. $1,000? That's where we're landing when it comes to giving back to the culture. But here's the real uncomfortable question. Is Dame actually teaching game or is he liquidating legacy? This doesn't look or feel like mentorship to me. At the end of the day, Dame has no proximity to Jay-Z or a network that is even substantial enough to ask for 1K. He's not running any Fortune 500 companies. So we have to make it make sense. Everything that Dame is doing right now looks crazy in the light.
There was a time where I was like, damn, Dame would be very interesting to do X, Y, and Z with. And one of my partners was like, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. Yeah, no. I absolutely not. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Your reputation is this tainted, this stained, and on this much of a downward decline. We have to wake it up. Everything that looks like it's gonna add value seems like a scam. This could be seen as some type of finesse of the culture. This looks like if Firefest was trying to sell me courses on operational logistics. This looks like if DJ Khaled started selling health and wellness courses, brother. This don't look right. So Dame Dash, to me, once again, does not read the room, does not understand that his ego will no longer carry him in this game of hip hop, in the industry. Because I look at this a multitude of ways. You can't sell me nostalgia. You can't sell me old Jay-Z stories. You can't sell me no Rocafella backroom stories. And I'm not going to rewrite history. Dame Dash was a cultural architect, ownership, independence, very much anti-industry. He did not have a daddy and he never had a boss.
My pride is in my children. Like, look what I'm doing right now. Look at my son. I taught my son never to have a boss. He's 23. He owns a restaurant. He has cookies.
He wasn't quiet. He wasn't that polished, but he was winning. That's the difference. Back then, the loudness matched the leverage. Now let's just fast forward. So I can see this with 2020 clear vision. What is Dame's brand associated with today? Nicky Licky? Lawsuits and bankruptcies? Public resentment for Jay-Z? Rocafella disputes? Leveraging your son Boogie for clout? What are we actually speaking on?
Have you ever seen me struggle? Nope. You ever see me in a little house? Nope. Why do you think they say all that shit all the time? That I'm having such a challenging, but why is it so important for people to think that I'm not enjoying my life?
Because the other half of Roc-A-Fella is doing stadium tours with Beyonce, buying $200 million homes in Malibu, hanging out with Lewis Hamilton at the F1 premieres.
And my problem with Joe was when when he's in it, and I'm like, yo, pass some plugs. Let me know how to get the ads, whatever. And he was like, I'll call you back, and never called me back.
Debt Dash. That's his new name. You should start a new label called Debt Jam.
Let that sink in. The contrast is violent. And in business, perception compounds faster than the facts. Because you can know the game, you can understand equity, you can preach ownership all day. But if the public believes you lost leverage, that's market psychology. Why am I paying a man $1,000 that I can go somewhere else? If I want to get motivational information, I'm going to Tony Robbins, I'm going to Myron Golden, I'm going to David Goggins. I'm not listening to Dame Dash in 2026 about anything, unless I want to go find a mid-tier mall worker snow bunny.
And this is a white girl. It's like a white Eminem / singer. Like it's weird.
Let's remove emotion. People pay all types of bread for masterclasses, so I get it. $5,000 masterminds, $10K entrepreneurship rooms. I've seen political donation-based charity events where you're buying $50 proximity plates. You're just buying a plate to get at a table. I understand. So $1K, that's not actually that bad. Low-tier elite mentorship. But here's the problem.
Dame spends his money. Like right now, he just filed for a $23 million bankruptcy. If that's not mismanaging your money, I don't know what is.
So please show me where the momentum is. Dame Dash is fighting for survival on the timeline, calling out Cameron, calling him Fredo, pointing at Jay-Z allegedly being in the Epstein files. It's a lot of pseudo street ninja babble. Word salad in real time. That's why I like to call him the monologue mogul.
My partners, people that I work with, people I've teased, people I've laughed at, people's wife that I've fucked. Them niggas in the Epstein files.
And this feels like a cash grab. I can't hold you. Dame is looking like he's trying to finesse and play the system. And I get it. When you're down bad, you're going to do anything to come back into that light. But this does not get you out of bankruptcy. This does not get you out of Josh Weber's grasp. We got to wake it up. Sometimes it's okay to remove your ego, say I am broke, and then get back to hustling. Can we be real for a second? Nobody is paying for Dame Dash 2026. They're paying for Rocafella stories, Jay-Z's history, Kanye's early days, industry Def Jam war stories. That's nostalgia monetization. And here's the dangerous part. When your value proposition is past glory, people subconsciously compare you to other legends. And when that comparison happens, it's very uncomfortable. Jay-Z is Himothy. Steve Stout is working with Big X the Plug. Nasir Jones owns damn near every cool tech company that you can think of. And what do we get from Dame Dash? We get Nicky Licky. We get a jam band that no one's heard of, but somehow has a Grammy consideration.
This is Black Guns vinyl, which, by the way, I guess I'll make this announcement that we are now being considered for a Grammy.
We're getting some of the most egregious, gaslit, non-vertical integrated content from Dame and any OG I've seen in history. Dame Dash has no leverage. He has no friends. He burned every bridge he had access to in the industry. So when he says Joe Budden never passed the plug, when he speaks on Jay-Z and Biggs suing him for reasonable doubt.
Once the guys I hustle with started suing me with false allegations, then that would be Jay-Z and Biggs on behalf of Roc-A-Fella Inc.
That's all on his own accord. but he'll never take accountability. He'll never be vulnerable. His ego won't allow him to. He'll always show up and blame the next man. So that's why I will never support Dame Dash in anything. I want to see him win, but I won't be supporting him. I'll continue to call out the hypocrisy.
My partners, people that I work with, people I've teased, people I've laughed at, people's wife that I've fucked. Them niggas in the Epstein files.
I always got to bring balance. I can be fair. Dame gave us Roc-A-Fella. He bet on Kanye early. He gave us the ownership conversations we needed on the Breakfast Club. And he always talked about equity. He gave us the game. He does have experience. And maybe, just maybe, cool. He's simply monetizing the knowledge like everyone else. But here's the difference. When I look at Jay-Z rarely speak, how he weaponizes silence, I understand that there's more value in those words. Dame Dash is the chatty patty of the century, the proverbial monologue mogul. So as I hear him shooting at Cameron, as I see him cosplaying as the Godfather.
My favorite movie of all time is The Godfather. I studied it. I read the book. It burnt me out. Remember Godfather 2 when he pretended to be weak? Then he took out the 5 families?
As I see him going back and forth with Charlemagne the God, calling him gay. How do I represent this as value? What is he actually giving back to the space? Who are you going to charge for this information? And what are the people actually gonna learn? And this isn't really about a $1,000 mentorship class. It's about a legacy decay in real time. It's about Dame Dash's reputation eroding and he refuses to look in the mirror. Dame Dash used to symbolize entrepreneurship, branding and vertical integration, ownership over everything. Now he has no leverage, no proximity to anyone of power, and he's declining in real time. The conversation is he broke? That's the conversation around Dame Dash now. So at the end of the day, perception sometimes can be reality. And I'm just here to wake it up. Jump in the comments and let me know what you think. Are you copping the $1,000 mentorship class? Will you be right there at the 3-star hotel all-inclusive with Dame Dash and Nikki Licky? Disrespectful. I'm not sure what Dame Dash is doing at this very moment. That's why I like to call him the monologue mogul. But hit the like button for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. Check out all the tags in the description. I'm trying to put them on the screen. This one is for the creators. If you're a creator, I'm putting the mic that I use, the Rodecaster, the headphones, the art. It's all going up. You see Luffy in the back, but yo, this is the Furious Robinson podcast, a Sick Times media production. Stay dangerous.